Let's get to cooking. This is what we're doing today at Mima's house. Hey y'all, welcome back to Mima's house. Today I'm back in my kitchen and I'm making 3 summer salads. School is out for us here in Virginia and we are getting ready for the onslaught of Mima, what's for lunch? Mima, what's for breakfast? So I'm going to make some salads that they can come in, I can go into the refrigerator and get, and we won't have to do too much thinking about it. So I'm going to make a tuna salad, I'm going to make an easy grinder salad, and then I'm going to make a cowboy candy kind of thing, but it's actually a good salad for your steaks when you put them on the grill and your chicken when you put it on the grill and that kind of thing. So I got my apron on. Let's get to cooking. The first salad that we'll make is the tuna salad. Here are the ingredients that we'll use to make the tuna salad. And of course, I'll list these ingredients down in the description box so that if you want to make a tuna salad like Mima's, you'll have the ingredients. Now we'll start by boiling some water, salted water, to cook our noodles in. And I use elbow macaroni noodles for the noodles for my tuna salad. Now if you're a mother and you like to expedite time and save some energy, you're going to multitask. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to cook my noodles and my eggs all together. Now, I will eventually take those eggs out because they'll cook before the noodles. But as you see here, we're going to cook them together so that I can have it done in record time. I'll put my eggs over in some ice water because that makes them peel a whole lot easier. Now, once we get the eggs into the ice water, we'll let them sit for 5 minutes or so, just so that they can cool down. Now, 5 minutes later, those noodles are done, and we can let them drain. I'm going to rinse them with some cold water and let them cool while I put together the tuna salad. I'm making tuna salad for 4 people, so I'm going to have 4 cans of tuna. I drained my tuna, and I actually have 1 can that was in oil. I don't know where I got that can from because normally I buy my tuna packed in water. So you'll see the rest of them are nice and dry, but that one was a little bit oily. Nonetheless, I'm going to pull my tuna out, get it in the bowl, and then we'll add our other ingredients. Before I add my eggs, I'm going to just break them up with the fork. You can cut this with a knife, you can cut it with your egg cutter or whatever special little tool you got at the house. But I'm using that handy dandy tool of a fork today. So I'm just going to mash them up into pieces that are bite-sized. Now it's time to add chopped onions. I don't like really big pieces of onion in my tuna salad because I don't want to bite into a great big piece of onion. So I cut them very close together and I cut them thinly because I don't like that much onion flavor going into my mouth when I'm eating my tuna salad. Now I'll add my seasonings. And because I don't add a lot of onion, I'm going to add my garlic powder and I'll add some onion powder. Now I'll add my mayonnaise, about a half a cup. Now we'll add a quarter cup of sweet pickle relish. And then we'll add a dash of sugar to kind of sweeten it all up, but not too sweet. We just want it to kind of take the bite out of the vinegar. And we'll finish it off with a pinch of salt, about a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. Now it's time to add our cooked elbow macaroni noodles. We'll mix it all together and refrigerate. Now we serve it with crackers or on a bed of lettuce as a salad during the summer months because it's just easy and it has proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. It's a really good, well-rounded meal. Now let me get this put into a container so that it can go into the refrigerator. Now let's make our avocado and black bean salad. Here are the ingredients that we'll use to make that salad. This salad is perfect to accompany meats, grilled chicken, grilled beef, grilled pork, or you can fry those meats or bake those meats and serve this as a side dish. Now I have already rinsed my beans and my corn and I have them in my small colander. I'm going to start by making my dressing, and I'm going to include these ingredients down in the description box. The recipe calls for lime juice. I'm going to use fresh lime juice, But if you prefer to use bottled lime juice, please feel free to do that. If you don't have time to be squeezing limes, go ahead and use that bottled juice. That's just fine. Now we'll add our honey. I am using some honey from a local bee farmer who was gracious enough to share this honey with us through my husband. She was able to give us some honey, and I'm so glad to be using it. You know, when you use honey that is locally farmed and the bees are local to you, they offer more immune defenses for you. So now let's add our seasonings. We're adding cumin and chili powder along with salt and pepper. And we'll do it all to taste. Now that we have all of our seasonings in, we'll go ahead and whisk in our oil. We'll mix together that seasonings and then put the oil in slowly so that we can break up that oil molecule to make it emulsified and a little bit thicker. I'm going to give it a taste because you know you always have to taste your stuff, and it tastes just fine. Now I'm going to set this aside. Now that the dressing has been made, we can set that aside and we can begin chopping our veggies. We'll chop our jalapeno, red onion, avocado, and a little bit of cilantro along with that red bell pepper. Now, as I chop my jalapeno, I'm going to leave a few of my seeds. I'm not going to cut it all up, but I'm going to cut and leave some of the seeds because we do like a little bit of heat. Now, as I chop my veggies, you'll notice that I'm putting them all over in the dressing because we're going to mix it all up in the end. Here I'm going to add some cilantro. And if you don't like cilantro, you do not have to add that. You can add regular parsley or curled leaf parsley or nothing at all. And I'm going to dice my onion and my red bell pepper into small cubes. It just makes it easier to get it all up on a fork together if your dice is small. Now that everything has been diced and added, we'll go ahead and add our drained corn and black beans. Remember, I rinsed the black beans off out of the can. I did not add the canned juice, and I didn't leave them like they were. I rinsed them. Now let's mix it all together, making sure that that dressing coats all of those vegetables. So now our black bean and avocado salad is done, and it's actually a beautiful salad, and I believe that it was our favorite so far. We will be able to add it to our meat and our fish and our poultry for any meal, as well as to our tacos and nachos and just putting it on a Tostito chip. Now it's time to make the easy grinder salad. Here are the ingredients that we used for that. Now this is a more keto-friendly salad because I'm using bonza noodles that are made from chickpeas. I'm using the rotini style noodle, and I'm going to cook a whole 8-ounce box of rotini noodles. Get them cooled, and like I did with the other salads, I'm making the dressing first. We'll start with mayonnaise and our red wine vinegar as a base. And I'll add a little bit of the peperoncini juice out of the bottle just for flavor. If you like that taste and you like the heat that it brings, add more. It's all to your taste. Then I'm going to add my olive oil. Get it all seasoned together with our salt and pepper and some Italian seasoning, some garlic powder, and we'll get it mixed well together. Before I start mixing though, I'm going to go ahead and add some red pepper flakes. Now that that's all whisked together, we'll set that aside and get our chopping board out so that we can chop up all of our veggies and add our ingredients together. And I'm adding 2 types of lettuce, iceberg lettuce and romaine lettuce, mainly because we like the crunch of the romaine lettuce and the taste of iceberg. Here I'm going to cut up my mozzarella. I prefer to use those mozzarella balls. You know what I'm talking about. They're found generally in Walmart over in that specialty cheese section, so that I don't have to do all this cutting. I still have to cut those mozzarella balls into smaller pieces, but I don't have to do this much cutting. Either way, we got to cut the mozzarella. Now I'm going to add the peperoncini, and you can cut this up as small or keep it as large as you like, or you don't have to add it at all. I like the taste of this because it does kind of add that Italian taste to it, to the salad. So I'm adding 5 or 6. I think I put 5 here, but 5 or 6 is what the recipe calls for. Now I'm going to add my pickled red onions. These are the pickled red onions that I made a short about, and I'll link that above so that you can see how to make these onions. People asked in that short in the comment section why I didn't add enough liquid for the onions to be covered. As you can tell from what I showed you with the jar, the onions release their liquid and they increase the amount of fluid or liquid that's in the jar, so you don't have to add so much vinegar to make the onions make enough juice. Anyway, let's cut up all of our meats. We have 3 types of meat that we've added to the salad. I could have done a little bit better on making them smaller, but the kids loved it anyway. We'll add all of this together in a larger bowl and put our dressing on. We'll need to get this tossed, and I'm going to serve it up just like it is. We don't need anything too much more. We can add a piece of Italian bread, and we do like to make garlic bread to go with this, and it was fabulous. Okay, y'all, so we have our 3 salads done, and needless to say, it's a different day. And now we have made our grinder, our easy grinder salad. So let me give it a taste. You know you can't be cute eating a grinder salad, but this is delicious. Okay, so there you have it. The 3 salads, the avocado and black bean salad, your regular old tuna fish with some noodles thrown in to make it substantial, and our easy grinder salad. So use any of these for your summer cookouts, your summer hangouts, and enjoy these recipes. Y'all be blessed. Bye. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you give these recipes a try. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And y'all be blessed. Bye.